Namaste, yogis. So lovely to see you here. I'm super excited to be offering this about 25 to 30 minute yoga flow, and I was reminded just the other day of how it seems many of us anyway are moving towards the idea of really learning to let go. And as I video this, you may not be watching it on the exact same day, but it is December 31st, and I thought it was an absolute appropriate time to say goodbye 2015 and hello 2016. So this is all about letting ourselves find the newness in the moment and releasing that which possibly may have been holding us back for, I don't know, maybe it's for a day, maybe it's for a week, maybe it's for a year, or maybe you just have something that you are completely anchored to in your past. Doesn't always have to be bad. Sometimes we're anchored to some really good stuff, but it's time to start looking forward because we miss so many opportunities that are right in front of us when we're constantly stuck. So this is really about kind of shaking it off, okay? That's really kind of what I want to get out of this. And so let's just take it up to the top of the mat and do exactly that. Feet quite neutral. Let the legs quite be soft. Quite be soft? I don't know. Just let them be soft. How about that, okay? Bring your shoulders up around the ears and drop the hands in a little bit. And we'll just start with some gentle swing. And I know a lot of times we start doing stuff like this in yoga. It's like, ugh, what am I doing? I'm telling you what you're doing. You're just kind of letting it go. We don't have to fucking worry about things in yoga, right? You're probably in your house on your own. So who cares if you're like moving awkwardly, right? It doesn't really matter. Maybe you've got an animal that's staring at you like, Mom, Dad, what are you doing? It's okay. All right. So here we are. Let's bring it all the way back to center. We'll take an inhale, arms up. And then exhale, just soften, almost like you're just kind of lazily letting it go. Inhale, roll your spine coming back up. Let your shoulders come up to your ears. Inhale, lazily, arms come up. And then soften the knees, let everything kind of relax. Even let your head go a little bit. Then roll your spine coming back up. We'll do that one more time, and I really want you to notice if you're letting yourself go or if you're trying to control the movements. So exhale, let it all go. Softening up through the knees. And then rolling your spine when you're ready. Coming all the way up. Shoulders will make their way up towards the ears and then down towards the waist. And the base of the toes can come very close. We'll take an inhale, rise the arms to the sky. Soften your knees, first forward fold, Uttanasana, letting your body rest on your thighs. And let's pedal it out here a little bit. Letting your hips move side to side. Letting your head possibly hang down as well. Could you find some movement organically in your shoulders? So you're rolling them a little bit, maybe forward and back. Maybe they're both moving simultaneously. Doesn't really matter. Peace fingers to floor, hands to shins, half lift. As you exhale, fingertips to the floor. Soften your knees and step it back with your left foot only to the back of the mat. So just notice I am mirroring you, right? So it is my left foot, but it is your right foot that's in front, just so that we're not confused, right? So as you take an inhale, you're lengthening out through your front leg. And as you exhale, you're coming forward and peace fingers to the floor, lengthen your heart. Exhale, soften, straighten out the front leg. Inhale, bend the front knee and lengthen up through the heart. Good, one last time. Exhale, soften, and can you just hang it out here a little bit? Finding your right hip rolling back and your left hip rolling forward. So there's kind of this gentle buoyancy that we have in the torso. Don't try so hard, right? Like why? Why are we like, you don't have to get any pose. You just simply give yourself the opportunity to lengthen, whatever that looks like today. And soften up through the front knee, fingertips lengthen. Bring your hands on your front knee, pull back your belly, lengthen the heart up. Now we got crescent lunge, okay? So the arms are fully extending your back leg. Maybe it's soft, maybe it's extended, whatever feels good for you. We inhale, lengthen high. Exhale, take the arms back behind you and the head and the back heel or kitty corner. Inhale, arms up, torso up, gaze can lift up. Exhale, a little bit further into the depth of this diagonal. Again, inhale, arms come up. We're not rushing today, not rushing at all. And exhale, letting your arms come back behind you and hold it out here. And so we find some softness in through the belly, but we're still drawing in. The crown tucks in. We're moving this to warrior three. Lengthen up off of your back leg. Start to draw the left hip down a little bit. Fingertips reaching to the back of your mat for one more big inhale. And as you exhale, feet come together and forward fold. You ragdoll up to standing. Releasing again the head, the last to come up, and then shoulders up to the ears. And down towards the waist. Inhale, arms up. Good, palms to touch, sit down, Utkatasana chair pose. So bring the weight back into the heels. Inhale, holding here. Exhale, take your left elbow to your right knee, open the heart. Good, inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, take it towards the left hand side. Inhale, bring your body back one more time, either side. Exhale, over left elbow to the outside edge. Bring it back to center. Good, and again towards the left. Inhale, holding here. Exhale, forward fold. You might find your legs are a little bit straighter. Inhale, hands to shins of earth, half lift. Peace fingers or fingertips come to the floor. Take your right top of the foot behind you. Slowly roll your spine down so that you're on your shins, sitting on your right shin, okay, and the right heel. So walk yourself back. Sit up tall. If this doesn't work for you, slide your heel in. That's okay, right? Inhale, lengthen up right arm. Exhale, twist left. So you can hug onto your knee or take your elbow to the outer edge of the knee and look over your back shoulder. So the spine is super long. We're feeling the engagement from the belly, right? There is a lot of stuff we hang on to there, yeah? I do. It sits right in my gut all the time. So we'll take an inhale, lift up, and exhale, look over to the back of the room. Bring it all the way back to center. Take left arm through. Might want to widen out your knees a little bit as you drop your shoulder down to the inside. Maybe crawling out left fingertips, right fingertips, and then the face comes down to the floor. Holding it out here for 3. Letting your whole body soften down for 2. Good, and then for 1, you roll your spine all the way back up again. Fingertips to the floor, warrior 3 with your right leg behind you. So come up, extend out, inhale, hold here. Peace fingers to the floor, maybe your fingertips, exhale. Take your nose to your knee, round like an angry cat. Inhale, send the leg long, lift the gaze slightly. Exhale, round. Inhale, fully extend, lengthen the leg back and the head goes long. Exhale, you got one last time. You're holding it out here. Now look down to your right knee. Interlock your hands and slowly start to draw up your knee to standing. Good, wind reliever pose, right side, lift up through the chest. Your knee is tucking up and in. Hold here for 3. Nice, hold here for 2. Good, and then for 1, you lower the foot down to the floor. Take an inhale, arms rise. Exhale, soften, forward fold. Inhale, hands to your shins of earth, half lift, open up your heart. Exhale, palms down. Just step it back, upper push-up position. Inhale, holding here. Your option is to go right through chaturanga or take it to the floor. Your heart will rise. Upward dog cobra, lengthen. Feel like your collarbones are moving apart from each other. Then take it back into downward facing dog. And you'll pedal it out here a little bit, finding some rooting in through your hands. Noticing the openness of the shoulder joints, drawing down the outer edges of your armpits to the floor. Good, come up on your toes. Settle down into child's pose for a quick moment here. Point the toes away. Let the knees come out wider and soften your heart down in between the thighs. Maybe letting the third eye space, that forehead space, roll a little bit on the ground. Just notice how that feels. It feels good. I got a lot of tension right between my eyebrows. It drives me insane. I feel like I'm going to get that freaking crease there for the rest of my life, right? So I'm wanting to iron that out, let go of that, right? Then roll your spine coming all the way up. Come up onto your toes. Let your knees stay wide. Drop your palms to the floor. We're going to go crow pose. Your option is to take crow pose to unsupported headstand. As you're moving into this, you can drop your bum lower. Let your gaze go forward, crow pose. Then take the head down to the floor. Stay here or start to elevate up through the hips. And as you elevate, be strong, pressing into the hands. Squeeze the elbows in further. Broaden out through the upper back. Point your toes, squeeze your bum slightly. One more big inhale.
As you exhale, start to lower down the knees. Be strong here. Maybe you're drawing the knees on the back sides of your arms. Start to press back up again. Back into maybe a crow variation. And settle the toes down towards the floor. Nicely done. You're at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet in together, okay? So let's inhale, open up the hands into Namaste. Shoulder blades roll back. And you'll forward fold from here. So heels to the floor and drop into this. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, peace fingers to floor, palms touch down when you're ready. Walk it methodically out into an upper push-up position. Let's take it back into downward facing dog, lifting up through the hips. Strong through the hands. Nice. Pausing it out here, take that little gaze forward. You'll either step it. If you'd like to take that little hop up to the top of the mat, feel free. Inhale, hands to your shins or half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Come up to standing. So the Swan Dive, we rise, super strong. Palms are touching. And the hands make their way into Namaste. We circle this around again. We take an inhale, arms rise. I love this stuff. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, peace fingers to floor, hands to shins. You'll soften up through your fingertips to the earth. Bend your knees. Step it back with your right foot only to the back of the mat. All right, here we go. So we start to inhale, pause. Exhale, take your left leg back and face in towards the shin. Inhale, come long. Peace fingers to floor and take the gaze up. Nice. Exhale, walk yourself back. Good. Inhale, come forward. So we're not rushing the breath. Staying really integrated and connected. Don't worry about the outcome of this next one, right? Exhale. Inhale, let's come forward and we'll hold it out here. Feeling ourselves pull the belly in, reaching open the collarbones. Bring your hands on top of your front knee. Push the belly away from the chest, the belly away from the thigh, and then bring your hands back behind you and hold here. All right. Nice. Beautiful. You'll take an inhale, arms up, rise, gaze lifts. Exhale, forward, diagonal from head to heel. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, fold forward. Strong through the core. Again, inhale, we rise. And exhale, we'll fall and hold it out here for 3. So tuck the belly up and in. Fill out your low back, fingertips reaching towards the back of the room. You guys got this. For 2. Good. And then for 1, look forward. Spring up off of your back leg. Start to move your heel away. So we're in warrior 3. 1 more big inhale. Strong through the core. Exhale when you're ready. Forward fold. Let everything soften. Come up to standing. Inhale, up you go. Nice. Exhale. Hands to heart. We'll circle it around again. Take an inhale. Arms go high. And exhale, soften, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, peace fingers to floor. You can drop your fingertips down. You're just taking your left foot back a little bit, so now you're on the top of it. Roll yourself all the way down so you're sitting down onto your left shin. Okay? We got this. Let's take the arm back behind us. Inhale, up you go. And as you exhale, your elbow moves to the outer edge of your knee. Looking back behind you. Inhale. Feel the legs, so go long with the spine, yeah? And exhale, take the twist. Maybe your gaze starts to move in the direction of your right shoulder. Be strong through this front knee. Watch it's not hanging out. It stays open, okay? Good. 1 more big breath in. And as you exhale, you roll yourself forward. Draw your right shoulder down. This is going to get into digestion where we need to release some of those things that are stagnant, especially over the holiday season, right? It's like food, drink, nom, 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 nom. We're going to release all of that and let it go. So your right fingertips go to the right. Left to the left. Forehead makes its way to the floor. Nice. Good. Holding here for 3. Keep the breath moving in and out for 2. Then for 1, you're bringing yourself all the way upright. Fingertips come all the way to the floor. Send your left leg now up in the air behind you. Warrior 3, hold here for 3. Nice, for 2. Beautiful, and then for 1, both feet come side by side. Exhale, forward fold. Can you grab the backs of your calves and draw yourself down? Ragdoll. Let your hands go. Roll your spine coming up. Up, 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 up. The whole body makes its way up. Soft. Gaze elevated. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, palms soften to heart. Draw yourself down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Peace fingers to floor, lengthen. Exhale, you're dropping your palms to the ground, coming up onto your toes, and you're stepping or jumping it up or push up, going right to chaturanga, so your choice. Inhale, upward dog cobra, we lengthen. If you look at my shirt, it says, more dharma, less drama. I agree with that, right? So we're taking ourselves out of the drama. All right, inhale, right leg up. Gaze it forward, step it up to the top of the mat, right foot, go slow. Inhale, both arms up. All right, keep your left hand where it is. Take your right hand further to the floor. So you're not gonna side bend, but more of like left hand reaches up, right hand goes down, sit your hips a little bit lower. If you've got more mobility, take your right hand and bring it to the outer edge of your left leg, okay? All right, so extend up through the chest. Good, holding here, left arm goes all the way across, elbow goes to the outer edge of your knee. Let your heart twist open. Let the right hip roll back, left hip roll forward, so you can actually feel that there is something activating and ringing out in this moment. Yeah, bring it all the way back to center, hands to heart. Good, now take your left hand to the outer edge of your mat. Take your left leg all the way around. So now you've got this modified side plank position. So your left leg is straight out and your right knee is bent. Take an inhale. The sun's in my eyes right now. So you have the arm up to the sky. Holding here for 3. Nice, for 2. And then for 1, look down at your front foot. Your option is to just tuck your fingertips underneath. This is an interesting stretch, kind of on the side waist. If you want to go further, you start to lift up the foot towards the ceiling for 1 big breath in, then lower the foot down towards the floor. Circle your body around, take the left leg back, drop your back knee to the floor. Let your arms settle in. So today, it's lizard pose, your variation, okay? Take your knee out, that's fine. Draw it in, it doesn't matter. Start to sit your arms lower, if possible. Can you just avoid going on like one of your arms? Because it is twisting more so. I'd like us to get really into that right hip, okay? So both elbows either to the floor or up, but they're equal. So you got kind of same going on. So we're holding here, and I do like to squeeze my knee a little bit further in towards my right shoulder, but that's just better for my hips. All right, so we're holding here for 3. Nice, for 2. And then for 1, you're drawing your hands all the way upright, making our way into a side plank position. Tuck your back toes under, lift up the back knee. Your left hand roots down, pull your belly in as your right hand goes to your hips. You go up, 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 around the feet go. Inhale, reaching up your right hand to the sky. Could you send your heart bone up a little bit higher? Take your fingertips towards the left side a little bit more. Then hand comes all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, heart goes long. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog cobra. Take it back into downward facing dog when you're ready. So super strong in through the torso, rolling the outer arms down to the floor and the inner rims of your hands into the earth. So you're actually stretching from your knuckle all the way up to the outer shoulder in opposite directions. All right, so take your left leg up towards the sky. Good, gaze it forward and step it all the way up. Now slowly, slowly to the top of the mat. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Beautiful, so we're hanging out here, right? We've got a little buoyancy, okay? So we're finding a little bit of that, yeah, I can settle in here, as opposed to like, right? So it's just soft, just be soft here. All right, so if you want a little more, your left hand goes down, so we want to feel the opposition, right? Okay, so we've got that there, and then if you want that little extra, your left hand goes around to the outer right thigh. Beautiful, so we're holding, and maybe even your right chest goes up just a little bit. Then exhale, take your elbow to the outer edge of the knee, and your palms will come to touch. All right, so you've got that lengthening, and the crown goes forward, and your heel goes back. Nice, holding here for 3. Good, for 2. And for 1, bring yourself all the way back around to center, palms to touch. Now your right hand goes to the outer edge of your mat. Your right foot goes all the way around, swings. You might have to walk up your left foot. As you take an inhale, surrender your hand up to the sky. So you're hanging out here, feeling the heart bone rise. 1 more big inhale. Your option is just take your fingertips and tuck them inside of your foot and hang out here. This is going to be strong enough for the obliques and the side body. If you want more, you're taking the foot up and holding here for 3. Nice, it's not easy. For 2. Good, and then for 1, take the foot all the way down towards the floor. Nice. Slowly allow your body to make its way into your lizard pose. So the back knee comes down to the floor, arms to the inside. Point your toes away. Again, walk your back knee away, take your left knee out, whatever feels good, right? My elbows are going to come down to the floor here. Coming down, allowing the knee to press in towards the side body. Giving us that little break, a little bit of release that we need. Vinyasa, vinyasa, pause. Nothing wrong with pausing in our vinyasa. Then start to walk your hands all the way back upright. You've got a side plank, okay? So you can use your hands if you need to. Otherwise, you're placing your right hand forward. Taking your left hand to your hip, but tuck under your back toes so you're lifted. Then spin yourself around so both of your feet come side by side. Inhale, left hand rises. Spiral your heart bone up towards the sky. Inhale, inhale, feeling the buoyancy through the heart, the surrender, the release, the fully letting go. Bring your hand all the way down towards the floor when you're ready. So hands are underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen heart. Exhale, chaturanga or floor. Let your heart rise, upward dog cobra. You guys got this. And bring it back into downward facing dog. Good, so let's come up high into the toes and just settle your knees down towards the top side of your mat. Nice. We're going to take the knees out wide and allow you to feel your tailbone tuck under. So it's like your heels are in the center of your glutes, center of your butt, okay? Palms come behind you. Knees stay rooted. So watch that the knees are not popping up. As you press them down, you lift up through the heart. Yeah, so this is really nice just to get into the upper part of the chest. Okay, we're going to use some core here, so let's make sure that we've got this. So this is the movement one way. The other movement we're doing is taking the rib cage in, still leaning back. So now it's like your six-pack muscle, your obliques, your transverse abdominis really tight here. Then bring your palms into heart center. So lean back. You're feeling the stretch all the way from your knees up to your shoulders. You're curling. So you're not lifting your heart, pull it in. Awesome. Hold here for 3. I know, right? Hold here for 2. And then hold here for 1. You're bringing yourself all the way back up again. Uttrasan, wonderful pose for full release in through the heart. Tuck your toes under in the back. Bring your hips over top of your knees. Yeah? So let's just start. See the thumbs? You'll bring them to, there's those, well, they're called PSIS, but there are like the little bones just above, kind of below the waist area. You can feel them, everyone has them. You're gonna push down, okay? So root yourself into the earth, don't push forward. Go straight down, then lift your heart up. Bend at the hips slightly, reach back, grab onto the outer edges of your heels. So it's like your thumbs are gonna go to the outside and your fingers go to the inside. Then pulse your heart up to the sky, up we go. Inhaling, exhaling. Finding that natural breath, but maybe more of an effort on the exhale, full surrender. Feels good and it feels bad all at the same time. 1 more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly hands to the low back. Bring your spine all the way back upright. Point your toes away and settle your bum down to your heels. Walk your knees in. Let your feet come all the way in towards you so that the ankle bones are touching. Take an inhale, arms up. Good, eagle arms. Take your right arm underneath your left, backs of hands or palms. Reach up your elbows away from your face, away from your chest. Press the upper back towards the back of your mat. Get into the space, right? So keep your arms twisted. I'm just showing you. Get open in through the heart space behind you. Not just through the front side of the chest, but all the way behind you. Nice. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. We'll just take it to the other side. So have your left arm go underneath, backs of hands and palms. And you can choose, maybe it's shoulders today, right? Then lift up the elbows, away from the chest they go, hands away from the face, and push your upper back towards the back of the room within reason, right? You have to use your breath to guide you. So important. Nice. Beautiful. Holding here for 3. Nicely done. Holding here for 2. Good. Holding for 1. Release. Inhale. Rise the arms up. Palms come back into the heart center. Let's take the hands to the floor. Little jump back maybe into an upward push-up or go right to downward facing dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky. 3-limb dog. Gaze it forward. Step it up. Right foot all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale. Both arms go high. Take your left hand down, downstairs pose. Beautiful surrender as you come up, hand to the inside of your left foot. Start to kick back and surrender. This might be it for today. Otherwise, you are extending, opening, feeling the ability to push forward and to lean back. We have to find the now, the present. If you kick too far back, you're in the past. If you push too far forward, you're thinking too far ahead. Hold here for 1 more big inhale. As you exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. We'll make sure we do wind reliever on this side as well. And then bring your foot down to the floor. You'll take an inhale, arms rise. Yes, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, peace fingers to floor, half lift. Exhale, your palms will touch down. You'll step it, jump it, float it up, or push up, or go right to chaturanga. Upward dog cobra. And back into downward facing dog. Nicely done. Take an inhale again. Your right leg goes up towards the sky. Open this up into Hydra. This time, tent up your right fingertips. Root down your left foot. Look over your left shoulder and see if you can see the bottom of your right foot. Lift the leg up a little higher. 1 more big inhale. Kick the leg up high. Step the foot all the way up to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Don't let your arms rise quite yet. Pull up the belly. Take that leg straight back, up and around. Good. Drop your palm flat. Kick the leg up. Lower down your right foot. Again, other side. Inhale, up we go. Surrender the gaze forward. Step it all the way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms rise. All right. Okay, sitting down low. We've got our downstairs pose on this side. Let's take the right hand down. Here we go. You guys are so about this. I can feel it. All right, we're grabbing onto the inside. We're lengthening, so stay here. That's perfect. Otherwise, you're going further. Good. 1 more big breath in. No expectation. Nice. This time, you'll bring your arm all the way up. Drop your foot down, both palms come to touch. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, sit it down or go to forward fold. Inhale, peace fingers to floor, half lift. Exhale, palms to the floor, step it, jump it, up or push it, go right to chaturanga. Be strong through your arms. Point the toes and rise. And back into downward. Facing dog, your left leg goes up to the sky. Open it up. Tent up your left fingertips. Look over top of your right shoulder and check in with the bottom of your left foot. Good, take the leg up. Gaze it forward, take the knee to the chest, and step the foot up to the top of the mat, but hold. All right, I feel like I'm out of breath. Fingertips to the floor, lift up through the foot, and surrender it all the way up and back. Now do the same thing. Look over top of your right shoulder. Good, one more big breath in. Kick the leg up, lower the foot down to the floor. Come up high onto the toes, let your knees settle down. Child's pose. Letting yourself rest, letting yourself chill out. Roll your spine, coming all the way back upright. Let your hips side settle off, right or left. Let the legs come out in front of you. Take your right knee in towards your chest. Grab onto the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand. Just some extensions as you inhale, pause, sit up tall. Exhale, kick your leg, cross over towards the left side. Good, as you inhale, soften. Exhale, as you twist, take your heart towards the right and your leg goes towards the left. Okay, let's do this again, just one last time. Inhale, kind of everything comes back to neutral, and then you surrender. Take the leg all the way back. Keep the leg elevated, no hands, palms to touch, and bring your heel down towards the floor. Interlock your hands around your left knee. Good, so you'll hold for the inhale. It's like your foot's crossing over already towards the right-hand side. So as you take an inhale, pause. Exhale. You just put your hand on your hip. Draw your heel towards the right, chest towards the left. Good, inhale, soften. Exhale, twist. Inhale, soften. Exhale, twist. That's the last one. Bring your leg all the way back in towards center. Kick it straight out in front of you, hands to heart, and draw your leg down to the floor. Sit up tall. Inhale, holding here. Exhale. Bring your legs into an easy cross-legged position. I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for inspiring me to do this flow about letting go. These last couple of years have been, gonna get a bit emotional. Yeah, they've been a little hard, but I get it. We're all uncovering the beauty that lies within, male, female, it doesn't matter. We're trying to find, uncover, check in with ourselves, and sometimes it's challenging. Circumstances don't always change quickly. We find that we get attached to people, situations. It's very challenging to look back behind you and always see that the lessons we learned were so completely valuable to us today because it's made you the most amazing person that you are today. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that whether you do a Shavasana or a subtle meditation, I would be honored if you did that. You have so much potential that is simply there waiting for you to uncover and to tap into. I wish for 2016 that you find it, that you uncover it, that you tap into it, and you blow this fucking world away. Namaste.